We came here today because your Lieutenant Governor called us up because yet again Rhode Island had gotten an F on our small business friendliness survey, but to his credit, he wanted to do something about it. So we came out to bring together some of our small businesses, some of the people who'd answered that survey, to really get at what they were talking about when they said Rhode Island has some work to do in terms of being more friendly to small business.
Over the last few years, Rhode Island has received Fs in most of the categories and actually is on the bottom of the list of business friendliness on the Thumbtack survey. The purpose of the meeting was to bring in the very businesses that participated in the survey and listen to them. And that's what we did. So we brought state leaders together, members of the governor's executive staff, the Commerce Secretary, Stephen Pryor, Mackie McCleary, the Director of Business Regulation.
Think about it as a transformation or think about it as a medical diagnosis. We've got to figure out what the problems are. While it may be an uncomfortable conversation at the beginning, having specific references from real business owners to talk about their experiences is the first step down our path to recovery.
So we came out, had a good conversation, heard from the small businesses about what's working, what isn't working, and then had a talk with some of the policymakers to see, all right, here's a program we can fix, here's a tax we can look at, here's a license maybe that we shouldn't have or we shouldn't charge as much for to file.
Luke was excellent, and he was able to really bring out a number of things that of importance.
I think one of the interesting and sometimes challenging things about government is that knowing the problem is actually just the first step. The business owners give us the right tools to extract the problem. The fact that they were willing to come and do that and tell us what the challenges were is what's going to allow us to be successful at addressing some of their challenges, because we're going to need help.
It's very nice to see everybody taking notes, but most importantly giving feedback, and at the same time requesting more feedback from the participants. So it's the interaction and the coziness of being close to each other, I think, is playing a great role, and I think it's going to have a good effect into the future.
My expectations were honestly more of they're doing this to look good or whatever, and it might be a waste of time. Who knows? But my impression is completely changed from the moment they started talking. Lieutenant Governor McKee and all of the staff really seem to care, and they want to fix these problems.
I know some of us have been waiting for a long time for changes, but I feel very confident that changes are coming. I've been very optimistic with the new administration, and after being here, I am even more optimistic that there is a true intent to change things and improve the business community in Rhode Island.
Today put a light on some of those issues, and now you have decision makers that can actually go out and advocate for some of the levels of change that we need in the state of Rhode Island.
The idea of making a safe space for someone to do business and for consumers is the right thing to do. It just needs to be simple and easy and cheap to comply.
There really is power when you bring together the people who are affected by these policies, these small business owners who are dealing with these issues, with the people actually making the laws, making the regulations, and kind of changing things in government. So now that we brought them to the same room, we saw that some relationships were made, and already there's progress being made on a lot of these tough policies, these tough issues.
We're going to continue to stay in contact with the businesses that are in the Thumbtack network. So when the survey comes out again, we're going to fare a great deal better, and we're going to be one of those states that's going to be started to be identified as the state that actually is progressing at a very rapid rate and make Rhode Island a place where people want to open their businesses, a place where people want to live. We're going to advance business friendliness in the state of Rhode Island.